And now it's time for more of Southern California's sports fishing voice. Let's talk hookup. This portion of the show is sponsored in part by Ford, the official truck of Let's Talk Hookup. Rancho Leonero, where your wildest Baja dreams come true. Shimano Rods and Reels. Fish with the best. Shimano. Here we go. Another great hour of Southern California's sports fishing voice. Let's talk hookup. Here's Pete Gray, Rock God Rick Mexa, and Corey Sandin.
Welcome back. Hour number 2, Let's Talk Hookup, right here on the Let's Talk Hookup app and the Mightier 1090 ESPN Radio. Pete Gray here with Rock God Rick's out. He's out.
God, having a good time.
He's down in the deep south.
Pretty cool.
Catching redfish.
Right?
I think he's offshore today with the Shimano guys.
I don't know.
Yeah,
man. I saw that
catching
picture
tuna.
Of that red. Was
that red is
40
huge.
plus?
Yeah,
for sure.
Yeah. He's out there testing out the new Shimano gear, and Corey Sandin is here today.
Nothing but good time.
Yeah, having a great time, and always have a pleasure having Corey here talking fishing and all his knowledge and expertise, and big offshore fisherman now. Too.
Oh, right, exactly.
Yeah,
I know.
big offshore fisherman.
I got to wear my captain's hat now, right?
Yeah. John Ireland from Rancho Leonero and Aziz Cape is here, having a great time talking some fishing, talking Rancho Leonero, and we're giving away a phenomenal prize too to one lucky caller or texter, right?
I don't think it gets much better. A $300 certificate. The only thing better would be a trip to the ranch included with it.
Yeah,
right?
really, no kidding.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But a $300 certificate to CostaSunglasses.com or Costa Del Mar.
Yeah.
And it is the coolest thing ever because you can get a $150 pair of glasses, which are the raddest, deal going, and then use that additional $150 for shirts and swag and hats or whatever you want to do, or you can get one of their more expensive $260 pair and be stoked, right?
Yeah.
And get some stuff.
Yeah, the 580 glass. That's if you're getting a pair of Costa sunglasses, get the 580
with
glass.
the green mirror.
My favorite is the gray silver mirror.
Okay,
I love that color there. But the blue mirror is a great one too.
Yeah,
but there's a lot of different styles.
There's so many options. It's crazy.
But yeah, there's just something about that 580 glass. You can wipe it down with your T-shirt and it doesn't scratch.
I'll tell you what, if you're ever interested in the pair, the best thing you could do is step into a shop like Fisherman's or the Longfin, or
a lot of great Costa
dealers, right? Yeah. But there's some that have just an enormous selection. Yeah. So you could find
try them on,
maybe the frame that fits you best.
Yeah, try the color that you want,
and then the color, and then you could purchase.
There's 5 different colors.
There really is.
So and everyone has a different use and different style for everybody.
So check it out. There is one open line. That's it. We've been packed this whole time. It's yours right now at 213-432-1090, or you could text us via the app. We've had a lot of texts.
A lot of text.
Another good way to do it. We're going to flip a coin at the end of the show. We're going to have John do that and figure out who's won that.
Yeah, for sure. And let's continue with Catch Report. Gundy Gunderson, our surf guru. Corey's favorite part of the show right now, Gundy.
I love Gundy. Good morning.
Hey, this is a great show, man. You gotta love this time of year. How you doing, John Ireland?
Good, Gundy. How are you doing, buddy?
Good to hear your voice. I tell you, every time I hear that silky smooth voice, I'm transported to that bar of yours, sitting there with a bubbling coldie, and after a good day's fishing, I got to replicate that moment. I'm gonna have to get down there and see you again.
You do, Gundy. Anytime, buddy.
Hey, we got some excellent Corbina fishing. It's a function of the real warm water. We got the same thing going on the beach. What's so different this year, I think, is the amount of sand crabs. The last 2 or 3 years, the sand crab's been up and down, and with it, the fishing. But there's just gobs of sand crab, tons of warm water, real good tides this week. It all combined for good fishing, and the fish were in the biting mode. Most anglers reported 2 to 3 fish in the session, which is very good, and the spread of fish is wide. From Carpinteria to the Mexican border, they're finding if it's a sandy beach, it's probably holding. But one thinker reported Corbina catches from Carpinteria down to Oxnard, lots of crabs, warm water, yellowfin croaker, some nice barred perch up to 1.25 pounds in the mix. 2 legal white sea bass taken off refugio there on swim baits. Wiley's reported excellent fishing on the reef beaches, lots of quality calico bass. That's kind of interesting. A lot of calico bass up there in the reefs. There's bait inside. A lot of small bait, a lot of mini mac and stuff, and that'll draw those big calico bass, big 18, 20-inch fish. squid, cut anchovy, swim baits are tops there. Several spot fin also reported, and we talked about this before. Kind of rare to see spot fin up there, but they've been up there in good numbers. Just Fishing reported good Corbina fishing on the South Bay beaches. They had a 4-pound, 10-ounce fish checked into the shop, taken off Manhattan on a soft shell. Big Fish reported good Corbina catches, Sunset, Bolsa Chica, Huntington beaches. Lots of fish in the surf line. Catch 'em Tackle reported good Corbina fishing all along the peninsula. I had a report yesterday from one of my friends fished 56th Street in an early morning deal. You know, lots of traffic on the beach, but he had 2 Corbina and 5 barred perch in a morning session. And then Hogan's also reported excellent Corbina fishing. A shop regular there fished South Laguna. And how's this for a session? 12 barred perch, 4 Corbina, 1 tiger perch, and a 4-pound spot fin croaker.
Holy mackerel.
He sent me the photo. Beautiful spot fin, all on sand crabs, real nice conditions. And the Corbina bite's also been good in Capel Bay there. T Street, all up to the lifeguard headquarters, the pier, that's all been a good stretch. And then Pacific Coast, the guys are doing well off the Army-Navy Academy. They also report 2 to 3 fish in a session, and a 4-pound, 5-ounce fish, I think, was the best this week. 4-pound, 13-ounce leads the shop's Corbina Derby. So all things Corbina right now, you know, when it's so biting, you got to get on it.
So much fun to catch. Well, Gundy Gunderson, surf guru extraordinaire, when you headed to the ranch to go surf fishing?
Yeah, that's we're gonna have to give John a call here. We got to set that up. I'm way overdue.
Yeah,
you are, Gundy.
Get an article going.
You know, Pete, when you step on that place, it's like, you know, Old Mexico. You don't get as much anymore down there. Nope. And John's place is just Old Mexico. Once you step on that property, it's different. You know what I mean?
Yeah, totally.
And it has to be experienced, really. So I suggest someone who wants that old experience. That's where it's at.
Yeah, there's no question about it.
No, for sure.
And there,
hospitality,
like
customer service, all those great things.
It doesn't exist in Southern Baja.
It's going away.
Yeah, it's going away.
Yep. We are the last of the Mohicans.
Yeah.
We really are.
That means a lot.
Yeah, it does.
All right,
Come
gentlemen,
down,
great show, man. I'm all fired up.
All right, all right. We'll continue, and thanks. And we'll talk to you for our 31st anniversary weekend next weekend, Gundy.
Yeah, it's
Appreciate
good times
that.
for sure. And as Gundy mentioned, it's time to hit the beach. And for all your surf fishing needs, check surffishtackle.com. Also, CCA in California and Bill Varney have teamed up to do some on-the-beach seminars. You can check that out, too. The same place. You'll find all the details at fishthesurf.com.
Yeah. So I have a question. Gundy was talking about calico bass and the surf and stuff like that.
Right?
So how does this warm water affect calico bass fishing?
Well, the region he's talking about, how do I explain it? So 78-degree water is not conducive.
No?
Not
Are they just? What do? They just hunker down on the bottom, or they're just not very active?
It's getting a little bit warm.
Yeah.
So they, like humans, they want air conditioning.
Yeah.
They drop down 25, 30 feet, and now they're in a thermocline that's a little more conducive, right?
Right.
So,
okay.
But they love that 64 to 70 degree water.
Yeah. But they're still going to eat even though they drop down, right?
So they will. But here's the region he's talking about, Carpinteria, and up north, Santa Barbara, and above Santa Monica Bay, that water temperature might be in the high 60s right now.
Okay.
It's perfect.
Yeah.
So they've spawned, they've done their thing. And now they're back on the beach and looking to feed. Their metabolism, like anything else, like the Corbina, it's all at a high pace. Like the Dorado, they have to keep eating.
They got everything,
Yeah, so...
Eating machines.
Exactly. I love it. I mean, it creates a competition factor, too. So it increases the reaction bites. And
Gotcha.
It's the whole reason that I've taken myself from inshore fishing, calico bass and reaction bites, and fishing fast-paced, and going and fishing tuna and Dorado, because it's that style.
I got you.
You get it.
Yeah.
And there's action. I love bites, and I love fishing and engaging in that style of fishing.
Yeah.
It's fun.
Yeah.
It's a fun way to do it.
For sure. All right. Well, hey, phones are packed up. They want to talk to John. Let's jump back in.
I think we need to. I wonder if Chuck's all fired up, too. Chuck from Dana Point, good morning. Appreciate you joining us.
Hey, guys. Man, that should be called Rancho Relaxo, but there's so many different types of fishing. You know, at surf fishing there, and Gundy Gunderson have a little, class there for surf fishing probably be pretty cool.
Good idea.
Yeah, that is a good
idea. Have a Gundy surf clinic.
Right.
Oh, maybe Gundy's listening.
Yeah. Yeah, he's already fired up. So, but the Dorado, you go out and it's rising to rising Dorado. But what I noticed this year, I don't know if you guys noticed. Let me take a breath. The colors, they seem so brilliant this year. The blue and the yellow gold. I don't know what it is, but it just seems like they're more colorful this year. And I try and tell everybody, you got to cut this stuff.
They're beautiful.
Yeah. And another tip for keeping your fish, keep it like 3-4 days on ice. And then if you can't get rid of it or nothing, I'd rather smoke mine and then have another round and getting rid of it again. Because, you can't use 10 fish.
No, keep what you can.
Absolutely. Like Brian Willie mentioned, 5-6 fish, and you're about at your user limit for the week's worth of fish, right?
For sure.
And I guess you're giving a couple to family or whatever, but it's all good times. I think your idea is smoking them too, because I've actually have frozen some of the smoked fish, and it turns out great.
Really?
Yeah, okay. It does. Yeah, so that's a great tip for our listeners too.
Like, it's really good.
It does, yeah. After it's been smoked and then frozen and then thawed out, it's 90% of what it was.
Wow. Okay. Yeah. All right. Hey, thanks Chuck, for the call. Appreciate that. And have a great text here from Robert from Canyon Country, and he wants to know what the best month for Wahoo is.
Wahoo, the most asked question. The warmer the water, normally the more apt you are to run into the Wahoo. But they're around when they're around. And if you target them and go after them, if you are coming down and you want to target the Wahoo, I strongly recommend bringing. I'm trying to Rapalas, CD18s in particular, Marauders, something that stays close to the surface, and then you got to keep their mouth off of the line. So you got to do a little wire later. We have so many bite offs on them, because they'll hit those marlin lures, and we're normally running 30 to 50 pound test line, and they just bite right through it.
Isn't that crazy?
And it's common. It happens a lot. They just have that mouth of theirs or something. So we have a lot of them, and it's a real good chance of tying into them if you come down almost any time of year. But the warmer the water, the more apt you are to.
Isn't that crazy? And the water's probably pretty darn warm down there now.
Oh, boy.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
All right.
No, that's definitely a good time.
Let's go ahead and jump back in the phones.
Let's do it. How about Bob? Bob from Huntington Beach. Good morning. Thanks for joining us, Bob.
Good morning, guys. What a great show you guys have, especially listening to John Ireland. I've been to the ranch a handful of times, and I've always loved it there. The food is great. The atmosphere is old Baja. I don't know if John remembers, but 20 years ago, I applied for the office manager job when I lived in Buena Vista. And I just couldn't speak enough Spanish. I couldn't speak enough Spanish to do you guys a good job. So I was the accurate representative, the first accurate reels representative for Jack Nielsen down there. And I ended up buying a place buying a condo down in Palmas de Cortez now. So I'm there regularly, but I loved going down and having a drink with Jack Nielsen down at your bar. That was the best time I've ever had.
Yeah, me too.
We miss Jack.
We miss Jack a lot.
Yeah,
I miss him. We used to spend three or 4 weeks down at the ranch every year, and we spent a lot of time together. So
he had his designated room.
Yes, he did.
Did you ever make a plaque with that, the Jack Nielsen room?
No, but we are.
Oh, you need to.
Yeah.
You need to.
The Nielsen Suite.
The Nielsen Suite. Wow. Number 35, right?
Room 35.
Yeah.
That was Jack's favorite room.
Like a sacred room.
He held court. He held court.
Every evening, man. It was like the cooler out there, and it was a group, and it was just Jack's spot.
He's Mr. Miller.
Yeah.
What a great guy.
Hanging out at the bar.
Great guy.
He'd hang out the bar some, right? But he stayed up there hanging out, and people would find him.
He had his bottle of Crown Royal up there,
and a couple and a Pacifico. And,
he did. And he would come down, but he liked right up on that front patio.
Because you can see it all, right?
That's where he hung out.
Yeah.
Well, Bob, for sure, be sure and come by and say hi. when you're down there.
Yeah, I will do that. Cool. And don't forget to hold on to Jack's cigars.
Oh, no, he loved the cigars.
He loved his cigars, too. Yeah, no, great guy. We miss him a lot. Jack
we sure do.
Yeah, I mean, every show... Like, where's Bart Hall? I mean, Jack Nielsen, Bart Hall, whenever John Ireland's on, would call in, right? It's like, where's
I think we're calling Bart out,
I know. We know why Jack's not calling.
Come on, Bart.
But where's Bart, right?
That's that his boys, Doug and Dave, are great. And
they're great guys.
Smart people.
Oh, and they're doing a great job of carrying on the tradition of Accurate and stuff like that.
Yeah, I just saw on Facebook, Doug's son just entered Notre Dame, They're smart gang, good people.
Yeah, good for sure. People.
I think it's that Norwegian lineage, man.
Yeah, it must be. But thanks for the call, and we'll see you down at the ranch.
Yeah, we'll see you down there, Bob.
Yeah,
come
for
by.
Sure. All right, or over at Palmas, either one.
Right.
Yeah, for sure. All right, it's time now to find somebody who really doesn't know what the limits are, and that's Captain Dave Hansen, your saltwater guide.
He knows limits.
Does he know limits?
There's no limits. Hey, and it's sponsored by Fish Bros at Fisherman's Processing. Couldn't be a better sponsor for Dave's deal, right?
Absolutely.
Fisherman's Processing, man, in San Diego. The best processing for your fish when you bring those white bags back to the dock. Whether it's your private boat or sport fishing here in San Diego, you can purchase fresh fish, smoked and jerkied fish, their spices, rubs, smoked cheese, tuna burgers, and their poke kit. Stop by the location of Old Town on Taylor Street or call for details. Order online at fishermansprocessing.com. And as we've mentioned...
And don't forget, don't make your reservations.
Yeah.
Even if it's for next year, make your processing reservations at Fisherman's Processing.
Because the way the ocean is right now, we're in a beautiful cycle.
Oh, yeah.
You actually make reservations?
For processing. Because they're so busy. There's so much fish.
They're so extreme. They're over the top.
What a great business.
Oh, yeah.
Great business.
They're over the top so busy, John, that if you do not have, like our Taylor mentioned, there's people that get back to the dock and they're left with the fish in their hand.
Yeah, it's like good luck.
Yeah.
Take them home and fry them.
They actually have to do it themselves.
Yeah.
Or you can be
like the old days.
Yeah.
You could be like Dave Hansen, just keep them in the white bag, take them home.
Yeah, but I'll tell you what. When you go pick up your fish at Fisherman's Processing, be sure to peruse their store with the spices and the rubs and buy a bunch, because I'm telling you, you can't go wrong with that stuff.
I'll tell you what I've done too. I'll share a quick thing with you. Is they have the dog treats, which are the dried skins, right?
Yeah.
I'll tell you what I've been doing. The Dorado skins, you have to try this at home. The Dorado skins on the Traeger, smoked and into a crispy potato chip, then a pair of scissors cut in strips, are the best dog treats ever.
Really? No kidding. Dogs love them, huh?
They will climb your leg to get to the Dorado skins.
There you go. Maybe the monkey will like it, Dave.
Yeah.
That's what I was just going to say. I wonder if Marley would eat those. Oh, my goodness. What do they call that white bag? A kill bag. Yeah. But hey.
They call it the Dave Hansen bag.
Absolutely. Oh, my goodness. What a week. Incredible. John Ireland, it's always good to hear your voice because you're the calmness before Dave Hansen gets on here. But, gang, unbelievable fishing, just unbelievable. And everybody's been talking about this Dorado thing, and we all know it goes from anywhere from 4 to 5 miles off the beach all the way out to San Clemente Island. But, Corey, you're going to love this. Catalina, absolutely phenomenal calico bass fishing right now.
Yeah.
Most of my clients are doing that Dorado thing in the mornings, and they're getting it done. And then they're sliding over to Catalina, and there's really good yellowtail fishing on the east end of the island on a couple of spots. They're really good, Pete, like the same grade of the stuff at the Coronados.
Really?
And it's really good, but no one's there. No one's there. Everybody's offshore. So Catalina's like untouched right now. You can get over there and really have some fun. And then a couple of my clients fished the Coronados yesterday and just had full speed, all you want, 10 to 15-pound yellows right there in the middle grounds. They said it was absolutely incredible. Bird schools, unabated by any boats. There's no one there. They're just cruising around, catching yellows on the iron, surface iron and yo-yo iron. They were having the time of their lives. That bigger Dorado, though, guys, if you want to try to get some of that, it's the fastest growing fish in the ocean. So what I'm telling all my clients right now is do not go out there without some mackerel in your bait tank. dude, and Corey even said he put a couple mackerel in his bait tank a long time ago, back in the olden days. But I listen to everything you guys say. Yeah. But if you have a couple of mackerel in your bait tank, gang, there's a bunch of, I mean, if you look at most of the pictures, Pete, most of the pictures are showing females. No one's really tapped into this bull thing that's going on out there. There's a bunch of 20, 25-pound bulls swimming around out there.
Really?
You can't get through the females, though, because they're so aggressive and they're eating that sardine. But if you fly line a mackerel in a wide-open Dorado bite, you're going to get away from all of those little hens, and you're going to get one of those big Dorado. John Ireland can tell you, man, you get on those Dorado down here.
That's a great tip.
Yeah, it's incredible. There's so much stuff going on. And the bluefin fishing yesterday was off the hook, wide open, in between Catalina and the beach. Really, really good bluefin. Big fish up west of the island. No boats. Really good fishing up west. So I don't know. How does it get any better?
You think people are like caught too many fish, they're not fishing anymore, or it's so spread out?
It's so spread, like they were Carl was saying yesterday. There's our Booger, yeah, that's right, Booger. I listened to the show, I forget. There was so much information, but there's so much fish. There's so much fish that it spreads out all over the place, so you don't have to pile up. I know a lot of guys like to fish for boats, and I understand that because it's fun to watch other boats catch fish, but you can spread out and catch fish pretty much anywhere right now.
You know,
it's pretty insane.
You mentioned the Catalina thing, and last weekend, Eric Landis-Fine with Jim Decker and Matt Koch, the fish painter, they fished the morning calicos at Catalina and then slid out. You could see you could see the island in the background. They were 6 miles off the island, 5 miles maybe, and they had limits of bluefin, like ridiculous, like 80 to 90-pound fish. Yeah.
Wow. I know, those pictures were insane. Like I told Decker, that's a pretty big calico bass there, and he pulled it up, and it was a 50-pound bluefin.
Yeah,
unbelievable. Just incredible. Just the fishing's just insane right now. And the weather, like Pete said, the weather is incredible. There's absolutely zero reason to not go fishing.
Yeah, and fishdope.com, all the boys over at Fishdope, Connor, Danny, Jeff, the boys, all doing such a great job keeping updates constantly of what's going on the water. If you don't have fishdope.com, you're missing out because you're not finding, well, it's spread out, but it's much easier to look at Fishdope and go, well, you know, the concentration is in this zone or that zone, and you'll go right there. Instead of going 50 miles out, you can go 12 miles out and burn a lot less
I feel like
fuel.
You're talking to me.
Yeah.
I'm fishing the offshore, and I need Fishdope.
It's right there, man. $20 off a new membership to fishdope.com using the code Hookup Now. Lowercase, no space. Hookup Now is your $20 code. And Dave, how do we find you for all the good advice you give?
Gang, check me out at yoursaltwaterguide.com. Your Saltwater Guide on Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, and YouTube. I'm all over the place. Yoursaltwaterguide.com. Check out my website if you're tired of fishing for boats and you want to start fishing for fish.
Good time.
Good man. All right.
There you go,
Thanks, Dave. We'll talk to you next week.
Bye, guys.
Wow.
All right.
Well, truly epic fishing.
Oh, it's really
once in a lifetime stuff.
It is. There is no question about it.
Yeah.
Let's go ahead and jump into those jam-packed phones. They want to talk to John.
Let's do it. How about Harry? Harry calling from La Jolla. Good morning, Harry.
Good morning, guys. How are you all?
Great.
Very good.
As you all know, I have been very fortunate to fish a lot of different places. I don't always catch a lot, but I do a lot of fishing. John, I will say I look forward to the tournament down there because I get to see Don and Dave and Pete and everybody. But probably the thing that I like the most about going down to the ranch is actually having a tequila shot with you and sitting and having dinner with you directly. I look forward to it. The other thing that I look forward to. Oh, do they ever? John, you've got a lot of stuff down there, but you got to find something else that you need so DeLu and I can drive it down.
I'm going to buy another truck, so you guys will be heading down there pretty soon. And that tequila, I buy a lot of shots of tequila down there.
Yeah, you do.
Cool. It's in my job description.
Yeah, you have to do it. It's just your job. You have to
do my best.
Hey, you're just spreading the sparkler, the social sparklers, man.
It's good times.
Yeah.
Good times at Rancho Leonero.
I like that, man.
For sure.
Capital letters, good time.
Harry, we'll see you at the ranch. Always a pleasure. And thanks a lot for the call this morning.
Oh, man. Hey, we're going to come back with more good times with John Ireland from Rancho Leonero. Man, my heartbeat's already dropped a couple notches. I don't know about yours, but we're going to be right back on the Let's Talk Hookup app and the Mightier 1090 ESPN Radio.
With gas prices going crazy, you certainly need to get the lowest price possible for your car or truck, and especially your trailer boat. That's why you need to visit Summit Gasoline at the San Diego Sports Arena. You're not going to just save pennies. You will save real money when you fill up at Summit Gasoline. Summit does not compromise on service. Oh no. The great staff is attentive, friendly, and ready to help. You pull up to the pumps, notice how clean everything is. The great sound system, and of course, the low gas and diesel prices. Walk into the Summit Gasoline Bistro and check out the selection of frozen bait and chum, the top-of-the-line Italian coffee, and so much more. Get discounted Everingham live bait certificates, your free 100 pounds of ice with a 35-gallon minimum purchase, and stock up on snacks, beer, water, and soda for your trip. Just when you need low gas prices most, Summit Gasoline at the Sports Arena comes to the rescue. Summit Gasoline. Low prices, friendly staff, and easy in and out with your boat and trailer at the San Diego Sports Arena.
All of us at the American Angler family want to express appreciation to our regular passengers that fish with us year after year, and to the new anglers that came out this last season. We realize how precious your vacation time is, and we are truly grateful that you have chosen to spend this time with us. It's important that your experience is memorable, from the moment you call the office to the time you step off the boat. Hi, I'm Lori. Call me at the office, 619-223-5414, or check us out at AmericanAnglerSportFishing.com. Come fishing with the American Angler family and make a memory.
Cutwater Spirits celebrates those who work smarter, not harder, and know that enjoying a bar-quality cocktail is as easy as cracking open a can. No mixing required. We cut out that step for you. Made in San Diego with our real award-winning spirits, Cutwater canned cocktails are ready to enjoy, ready when you are. All you got to do is choose your cocktail, such as our fan favorites like our lime margarita, tiki rum mai tai, vodka mule, or mango margarita, or try them all. Please enjoy responsibly.
Great fishing is what Seaforth Sports Fishing in Mission Bay is all about. With free parking and fully stocked tackle shop, Seaforth Sport Fishing is a favorite among anglers. Come aboard top boats like the Aztec, Cortez, Endeavor, Apollo, Outer Limit, Elgato Doe, Pride, Polaris Supreme, Tribute, Pacifica, Pacific Voyager, and the Voyager. Plus, the new Seaforth Sea Watch in San Diego offer the finest half and full day trips available. Seaforth Sport Fishing. For charters or schedule, check seaforthlanding.com. Run by fishermen for fishermen in Mission Bay.
When it comes to fishing rods for saltwater, there's just one name you need to know: CalStar. Take, for example, the Graphiter series. It's a true graphite and fiberglass composite rod, the finest it's ever been built. And for anglers seeking traditional performance, durability, and quality at an affordable price, the CalStar West Coast series of rods and blanks are the ones for you. Their master craftsmen bring decades of rod building experience to every rod they make. So if you want your fishing rods to be truly state-of-the-art, I always recommend CalStar at fine tackle stores everywhere.
All right, welcome back to Let's Talk Hookup, and I think we called the guy out.
Yeah, we called him out, and here he is, Bart Hall. Good morning, Bart.
Morning, Corey, and good morning, Pete, and good morning. Who's the other guy? Oh, John.
Yeah.
Bart.
Hi, John.
Buenos dias, Bart.
Yeah, it was like, pretty much there wasn't ever a show that goes by with John Ireland where we didn't hear from Jack. And Bart, we know why Jack can't call, but it was like, it's about time you called, Bart.
Yeah.
Well, I always call after Dave on Sunday. I always call after Dave.
Okay, all right. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, we're really looking forward. I'm going to interrupt. I'm really looking forward to having the shows coming back, Bart. It's a big deal for us.
It's a big deal for me, too, because the last time I had to put a database together, I was 30 years old.
Yeah, a lot of work.
Yeah, we're basically starting from scratch, and it's just going fantastically. And by the way, when you come to the shows this year in Del Mar and Long Beach, you will sign up to win a free trip to Rancho Leonero, a 3-day free trip.
Will.
Wow, so cool!
And
Absolutely.
We're just very excited. Yeah.
Wow. And when are the shows this year? In 2023?
Well, it's different in 2023 because, Mike and I, years ago, we've always wanted to try to get Del Mar first, and we were unable to work out the logistics of it. But this year, it is first. It's February 16th to the 19th. It will be the first fall show in California in 3 years and the first Del Mar show in 4 years. And it's going to be off the hook, that one. I'm really looking forward to it.
I can't wait, man. Hey, as vendors, Bart, I can tell you that Long Beach was always the premier showcase, like the extravaganza, and then it was Del Mar. And if Del Mar was first, you would draw, we always thought as vendors, that's like the armchair quarterback, right? We always thought that we would have more people come to Del Mar and then to the extravaganza Long Beach. And just to see you do it that way, there's going to be a lot of stoked people all the way around.
Yeah, I agree. A lot of people would come up to the Long Beach show from San Diego right prior, so
and I think,
and this year, vice versa, people are going to come down from the L.A. Orange County area to San Diego to come to the first show. Yeah,
right. It's going to be good. It's going to be
great. I'm so excited about it, and Turner's is too. So we're all kind of preparing for it, and. I don't know. It's just a wonderful thing, and there's a rumor that there's a thing called Bart's Cigar Tent. There's this rumor, and I guarantee you, safety way, yes. And in that, there's going to be a very, very large picture of Jack in that cigar tent from now on for him.
Yep.
Yeah.
Awesome.
There's always a figurehead in that, for sure.
Sir.
Oh, he was a great guy. Oh, I just loved it. Loved being down there with the ranch with him. Loved being on a boat with him. Just loved running into him on the street. What a great guy.
Yeah, we miss him immensely.
For sure.
So then Long Beach is going to be at the end of March, right?
Long Beach will be March 29th to April 2nd, which is much later than it's ever been. But, with all the confusion of the last few years, we had to do the best we can. And it's going to be a very interesting show because, I want to reveal a lot of this as we go forward. I am going to be one of the sponsors of Let's Talk Hookup for the next 7 months as soon as I get my radio commercials put together. And I'm going to explain a lot of this. But this is the first time anybody's going to hear this. But on Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, we're going to have a special expo up in Long Beach. It'll be a fly fishing expo, an overland expo, and it's going to be just completely different than anything we've ever seen before. All the other stuff we've seen, all the other stuff we're going to have, Mammoth Lake seminars, we have the Berkeley and Mammoth Kids Fishery Trout Pond. We're going to have the Accurate Main seminar stage. We're going to have everything we've Hobie seminar stage, everything we've had before. But on the weekend, it's going to even amp up even better, even more on Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. So it's going to be awesome.
Incredible.
Wow, fantastic. And the Del Mar show, is it going to be basically kind of the same layout with all the different seminar stages all the way through, all the different buildings and everything?
Yeah, Del Mar will be the same. Yeah, because of the boat inventory, I'm not sure how much of that first building, O'Brien building, we're going to use.
Right.
But everything else will be the same. We'll just depend on boat inventory.
Just boats, Because there's not a lot of boats for sale.
Already showed in spaces, so yeah.
They're already all sold.
Yeah, sold.
Yeah.
Well, Bart, and then most importantly, when are you going to Rancho Leonero?
Well, John and I have been talking about that, and unfortunately, at the moment, I am working 7 days a week. Not unfortunately, I love it. And when that is over, when this trip is over, I'm going to get my second knee. When this show is over in March, when Long Beach is over, I'm going to get my second knee replaced. I'm getting my first knee replaced in October, and then when that's done, I'm going to Rancho Leonero. That's my first thing I'm going to do.
All right.
So cool. All I can think about when I hear Bart Hall and I hear John Ireland and the ranch, I think of your huge rooster fish you caught.
Big rooster fish.
Oh, Corey, thank you so much.
Yeah.
I'm someone who loves fishing, and I love to promote fishing, and I love the fishing industry, and I really love the fishing community. But I'm not a fisherman like you. You fish with me. Pete's a better fisherman than I am. But I got lucky with that rooster. I'll tell you, because I'm obsessed with catching big roosters, and that one was a big one. It was
a giant.
I have to mention about Bart as well. They come down and they go for various species. As many different species as Bart can put on the boat. He's better. So a lot of inshore fishing.
Yeah.
Not so apt to go outside for the blue water, for the pelagics. Bart likes to stay inside. Amazing variety of fish that you pick up. It really is.
We got a 40-pound Dorado right in. We were all sitting up smoking a cigar and having a glass of tequila. And Dave Mondaji was 20 feet off the beach in Aponga, caught a 40-pound Dorado. Right in front of,
right there. Yeah, right there. Well, Bart, it's great to hear from you, and it's going to be great to have the Fred Hall shows back in 2023.
No. These are the Bart Hall shows.
Oh, okay.
The new name change is the Bart Hall shows, and people have been asking me to do that for about 10 years, and I resisted. Well, I am no longer resisting because it's the right thing to do. We are making a fresh start, and we are going forward. And it's the Bart Hall shows. It's a Hall family show. The website is hallshows.com. It's info@hallshows. And the phone number, this is great, is 866-BHSHOWS. That's like Bart Hall shows.
Okay. Breaking news here on Let's Talk Hookup.
Fantastic, Bart.
Hey, Bart, don't forget to mention Jenny, or you're going to be in trouble.
Yeah.
You know what Jenny's doing? She's in the garage where our office is right now. She's compiling by hand a database, and I think she's through to T. We're getting close to Z.
All right.
Well, do yourself a favor, Bart, and turn up the air conditioner for us.
Yeah. Thanks, Bart.
Times.
Great to hear from you. I appreciate that very much, and we'll look forward to the shows for sure. Hey, great text here from Rich in Long Beach. Top of the morning, guys. Please ask John, what are the 3 best activities for wives if they're not fisherwomen at Rancho Leonero? What a great question from Rich, huh?
The wives like to hang out. You know, we've got the ATV rentals, but the wives hang around the pool. They walk the beaches, a lot of snorkeling in front, paddle boarding, kayaking. You know, it seems to go. You know, a lot of wives don't fish with their guests. No, they don't. But they have a great time hanging out. And normally, you know, the guys will come down solo for years, and then they'll decide to bring their wife. And they always tell me the same thing. They say, now every time I go, I have to bring the wife. You know.
Yeah.
So the wives do have a great time.
They just enjoy being there, right?
Oh yeah.
You're not going to get in the doghouse for bringing them along.
There's several things that stick in my mind about the ranch, and one of them too is maybe a couple's thing is taking the quads up. And I've heard you mention this. The only reason why I know is going up the wash to the waterfalls.
Right. Yeah.
I love doing that.
Am I giving it all up or what?
No.
Yeah. It's interesting.
It's great fun.
Yeah. People used to they come down and fish 3 days, and now they'll fish 2 days and take the quads one day, and it's
and also too horseback riding.
Horseback riding.
You can go shopping down up in La Paz, or I mean, there's a lot of different things for other than fishing. When I go down there, Corey, I told you this. I don't go fishing. I fish off the beach. Yeah. I take a quad and I run up and down the beach, or I walk the beach, fish from the pier right there, snorkel, paddleboard, stand-up paddle boards are right there, kayaks are right there. There's plenty of things to do in East Cape, and there's town of Los Ariles. You can go and hang out, have a drink at Smokies, go have lunch at Smokies, something like that. Yeah, there's and other restaurants too. Los Ariles is a big town now.
There's a number of new restaurants. There's quite a few. There's got to be 20, 25.
So there's plenty of things to do other than fish. But of course, fishing is the primary focus, right?
They're like the pinnacle of the trip, right? But I'm like you. In my mind, I have envisioned like 3 days and snorkeling and relaxing and just taking it down a couple notches. And just the snorkeling's incredible, right?
Yeah. And more guests are coming down and fishing less. You know, and that's a good thing. It's a good thing because people are enjoying their stay at the hotel itself rather than just 100% fishing lodge. We're spreading out.
One of the other things that sticks in my mind is how you mentioned how the ranch is built with rocks and with the earth that's given right there. And how you could be a couple miles offshore and it blends in.
No, about 500 yards off the shore, and it's just gone.
Yeah, you just don't see it.
It's just gone because it's all the same stone that's from back on the
mesa. And the palapa roofs are so beautiful.
We quarried the stone from the mesa back behind, and all the palm roofs and everything. I mean, it's excellent camouflage.
It's pretty amazing.
Yeah.
So let's jump into the phones.
Let's do it. How about Ed? Ed in Mira Mesa. Appreciate you joining us.
Hey, good morning, guys. John, I was wondering, do you have any facilities for a single coming down, like a one-room thing, and that where I wouldn't have to share?
Yeah, we do, and you get a discount for a single room, of course.
And you can fish solo on a ponga too, right?
Yeah, it's not that much money. You can fish solo and you keep all the fish for yourself, just you and the captain.
Captain, yeah.
And you're on the ponga, so by virtue of the fact that it's just you and the captain, you'll do a lot more fishing. Somebody's got to drive the boats while you're setting the lures, or vice versa, so you can really mix it up and get in there. It's interesting, we have a lot of guests that come and have big yachts and everything, and because they're crewed and everything, they don't really get a chance to fish themselves, so they enjoy going down, hopping on the ponga and getting in the water and getting to it themselves.
Yeah, like Captain Dave Hansen. He came up the ranch and fished the pongas.
Right.
Yeah.
And pongas are really popular.
Yeah.
Pongas are
so,
really popular.
and that's one thing I should point out, too, is that the Rancho Leonero is one of the last places that has pretty much a large inventory of super pongas.
Yeah, we do.
That in the East Cape area, everybody else has kind of gone to cruisers,
right.
And you have cruisers, and you have outside boats that come in. You have all the twin diesel powered diesels, the single diesel. You have everything there, but you are much more intensive on pongas right on the beach.
Right. Yeah, we are. We have a lot more higher percentage of fly fishermen, more inshore fishermen,
and you can go offshore too.
Oh no!
And your captain's super savvy when it comes to.
We've got a good crew of captains.
You look at the pictures of like the giant Cubera snappers. Holy man!
Crazy.
Yeah,
so I've seen a few texts along this line of deal here, and a few texts asked if, in reserving their room, do they reserve the ponga with when they're on the phone with Pam at the same time?
Yeah, they do that, and most do now.
Okay.
Yeah, and because everybody is repeaters, they have their favorite captain, and these captains are really good fishermen. You have to understand they're fishing.
They live there
200 days a year.
Yeah,
and their father was a fisherman, their grandfather's a fisherman, their great grandfather. They're multi-generational, and they were subsistence fishermen before. These guys are good fishermen.
How cool! And then in many ways, you're supporting the locals, and every way you're supporting the locals.
Oh yeah, we've got quite a crew down there. Yes, we do.
Yeah, really great country. Speaking of great texts, here's a good one from Bill in Carlsbad. He says, "Hi guys and John, looking forward to coming down early in October. Have to squeeze in a trip around family football trips, so excited to get back to the ranch. Love the Ireland's staff and good friends at the ranch." And that's what it's all about. It's a small community down there, and you go down and you see the same people that are working there, the bartenders, everybody, all the staff, the people that wait on you. I mean, they're the same people that have been there for decades.
Right, exactly. That's Bill O'Connell. His son's the head coach for the Minnesota Vikings.
Ah, okay.
Incredible.
That's who Bill is.
So that's
Hi, Bill. Thank you.
That's why he has to do football.
Oh, yeah. These footballers in their blood.
Yeah.
How cool is that? I have another good text too, Pete. And it's really cool. What I'm seeing here is a trend of people that have been coming for decades, a very long time.
Three generations now.
Isn't that incredible? And that's true here with Dan. And he says, looking forward to my 26th trip to the ranch this week.
Wow, thank
and
you,
my
Dan.
usual big group, and hope to spear Wahoo this trip. Always a great time fishing with my secret weapon. I think he's given it up, Captain Santos.
Oh, Santos, yeah. At one point, you said you wanted to name every Captain Santos,
yeah, if
right?
I could. We've got some other.
But you have some other guys that are amazing too.
George, little Jorge, is a killer fisherman. I mean, he's a fish killer.
And that's the thing. That's the thing about fishing the pongas too, is that it's you and the captain, and the captain takes a lot of pride in scoring fish for you
and making it successful.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Like he doesn't want to come back to the dock and have to have his head down looking at one of the other captains,
especially when you're fishing like in the ranch in the Let's Talk Hookup.
It's a very intimate environment too. It's just two or three people on the boat, so everybody's out there all day and communicating and fishing hard.
Yeah,
for sure. It's the real deal. They're really fishing.
Sounds super enjoyable.
And baiting their own fish and things that on the cruisers you don't get the opportunity to do as much.
Well, let's sneak in another call, Corey.
Let's do it. How about Ryan? Ryan from Southgate. Appreciate you joining us, Ryan.
Hey, Ryan.
Hey, good morning, everybody. It's actually Brian. How you doing, guys?
Okay. Sorry about that, Brian. It's all good.
No problem. Hey, question for John. John, it's been about 20 years since I've been down to the ranch. What's changed? And question number 2, what's a good time of the year to go down for blue marlin?
nothing's changed at the ranch. It's just we improve it. We don't change it. The landscaping's quite a bit nicer. We've done a lot of work on the rooms. If it's been 20 years for you, we've got new beds. We don't change the environment, but we improve it. And new beds, new air conditioners. We've definitely improved it, upgraded it a lot. But it's the same old ranch. You'll be amazed at how similar it is as it was 20 years ago, for sure.
Yeah, it is. That's the cool thing.
What was another question?
I think you got it.
Yeah, I think you covered it.
Did I get it?
Yeah, you got it. Hey,
there you go.
Thanks a lot for the call this morning. Appreciate that. Jim has a comment here. Hi, John. The video on your homepage is fabulous. Those drone shots are fantastic. And that really gives, he says, I love the ranch. He said, what he says is true. If you really want to see how the ranch blends in, check out that front page of Rancho Leonero and how it's just a part of the
It is.
The scene.
It is very much. It's interesting. It's really popular with all the Mexicans. It's by far the most popular resort. And it's kind of ironic because it's old Mexican style and everything. I have Mexican citizenship, but I'm a gringo. And it's kind of ironic that the most authentic Mexican resorts was built and owned by a gringo.
By a gringo, right?
Yeah, isn't that funny?
And all the governors and all the politicians and all that come because it's the old Mexican style.
You know what it is? I think, if I could just share something, I think when you're a gringo like ourselves, you go down and want to build a place. You want to build it like you would enjoy Mexico.
Right.
But Mexicans may build it the way that Americans think that they want.
You're exactly right.
Yeah.
They
want the Hilton.
Exactly. They're trying to look at what we're looking for, right?
But they don't realize that we want the old Mexico.
I realize that. I built it to my taste, so it's authentic old Mexican, and it's extremely popular. It's been real easy for me to keep it that way. I didn't have to make any changes,
Yeah.
Cool.
Well,
Corey's got a great text.
Yeah, I do. It's really cool because I want to know this too. He says, hey, guys, I really enjoy bottom fishing for species like grouper, pargo, amberjack, etc. John, when is the best time of the year to get that done for bottom fishing action? Thanks, Duffy.
Year round. Did you see that big amberjack that we got?
Yeah.
101 pounds. World record, I think, was 107.
Wow.
Huge off the bottom. Yeah, no, really, really good bottom fishing. And it's our fallback. When the pelagics aren't biting and things aren't going right outside, you can always come in and big pargo, big grouper, big amberjack.
You can get those bottom stuff all year long.
Sierra, Pompano.
Yeah.
It goes
so
on.
Much.
Really good bottom.
I got to sneak in this text. We're running out of time, but this is from Stephen OC. He says, like fishing, radio must be secular. Also, John was on the show 7 years ago talking about, he gave a suggestion on how to catch a wahoo on a CD18, and I got one out of Dana Point on that with his suggestion, and it's an awesome day to remember. So, see? 7 years ago, he told him to fish the CD18.
I love CD18s. I live by them, especially for the wahoo.
It's a good old proven lure.
Yeah, good action.
Good action. Hey.
Yeah, the one hit and they're gone, though. That's the only problem.
Good time.
They get destroyed especially by those wahoo.
Oh man, terrible. Sounds like fun. Can't wait to go. Hey, we're going to be right back on Let's Talk Hookup. John's going to be flipping the coin when we come back to find out who's won the $300 Costa sunglass certificate when we return on the Let's Talk Hookup app, the Mightier 1090 ESPN Radio.
Well, it's September in San Diego, and that means the best part of summer has just begun. The sun is shining and the fish are biting. Hayden Lane here from Fast Lane Kayaking, here to tell you about our Hobie Kayak Endless Summer event. From now until September 11th, get the best deals on the best fishing kayaks during the best part of the year. That means $300 off a new Hobie Mirage Outback, or $250 off a new Compass, $200 off a thermoformed Passport 12, and $175 off the Passport 10.5. The kayaks are in stock and ready to go. So get down to the shop, Fast Lane Kayaking in Dana Landing, Mission Bay, and let's enjoy this endless summer.
Filet knives shouldn't be disposable. Introducing AFTCO filet knives that are built to last. Designed in collaboration with Boker, Germany, AFTCO knives feature 4116 German stainless steel, bonded with titanium nitride to ensure optimum corrosion resistance and exceptional edge retention. A non-slip TPR handle maintains a firm grip when processing game fish. Premium in every sense, AFTCO fillet knives are available in multiple length options to provide the right tool that gets the job done season after season. Fillet knives from AFTCO. Any fish, any water.
There are plenty of boat slips and marinas in San Diego, but there's only one Kona Kai. It's not just a place to park your boat. It's a way of life here in America's finest city. The Kona Kai Resort Spa and Marina has multiple swimming pools and a private beach, waterfront restaurants, and award-winning spa, most of which is included for marina tenants. Check resortkonakai.com for more information. The Kona Kai Resort, much more than just a place to park your boat. Cast Tours is a family-owned and operated travel company that specializes in taking you to great fishing destinations. They take pride in providing the best and most affordable vacation packages available. Cast Tours has been creating unique sport fishing and vacation trips for decades. Whether it's a fishing trip or a family vacation, they will provide you the service and value you deserve. Call Cast Tours at 800-593-6510 or check casttours.com.
All right, welcome back to Let's Talk Hookup, where John gets the honors of flipping the coin.
All right, text or caller. Let's see. Who is it?
Okay, here goes.
Hey, the $300 Costa Del Mar sunglasses going to the texter. Texter chosen is Chris. Chris in Corona, you're stoked.
Yeah, you're going to go be styling in a new pair of Costa Del Mar. Just Costa Del Mar.
Too.
Yeah, and some swag too.
Congratulations, Chris.
And John Ireland, always never enough. I mean, we both went, whew, all three of us, like at the end of this show, because the flood of phone calls, the flood of text, unbelievable. I'm sorry we weren't able to get to everybody, but we got to as many as we can. But we covered a lot of ground for Rancho Leonero,
Sure
and always, it's one of the favorite spots of a lot of people for good reason.
Thanks, Pete.
Yeah.
And the show's a big deal for us, too.
Well, you've
people
been
wouldn't have had a chance to experience the ranch.
31 years this next weekend, and you've been with us for close to 30 of those years, at least 30 of those years, and
incredible.
Doing reports from the Baja and everything else. And if somebody wants to come down to Rancho Leonero, what's the best way?
Thanks, Pedro. It's 800-646-2252 or rancholeonero.com.
Grabs like Jim, who said, check the website out. There's lots of great photos, videos, everything.
Yeah,
but
check out that drone video.
Yeah, the drone video is a cool video. But calling Pam in the office, and we got to say our good friend Pam Benson does such a great job at the Rancho Leonero
She knows
office.
more about the ranch than I do.
Oh, there's no question about it. And without Pam,
and fishing
we'd be in big trouble. Yeah, for sure. So call Pam in the office and book your spot. There's still spots available in September, October, November.
Absolutely. October, we have some room. Come in October.
And not too early to book your 2023, especially our Let's Talk Hookup tournament.
Exactly.
Early June next year, for sure. Thanks, John. Look forward to that. We'll look forward to having you back for our 31st anniversary weekend next week. And next Saturday, Captain Dwayne Diego from Pinnacle Sport Fishing is going to be here. And then next Sunday, Captain Frank Lopresti from the Royal Polaris. That's going to be a couple of great shows. 7 and I am. Thanks, Corey, for coming in this weekend. We sure appreciate your knowledge and expertise. And thanks to JP on the phones and the board. And thanks to Adam for everything he does on the app, too. We sure appreciate everybody's support. You out there, all the texters, callers, and listeners. Couldn't do it without you. We'll see you next week right back here on the Mightier 1090 ESPN Radio and the Let's Talk Hookup app.